Hey, what's going on? It's Howie D Mac from the World of Mac, and I'm here with the legend, Mia X. What's going on?
How you doing, man? I'm just chilling.
Okay, so what you in town for today? What's going on?
Me and Mystical, we about to rock this all-black 90s party, so I can't wait to do that.
Got my black on.
That's right, I got my black. See?
So, what's going on with you're touring right now? So, what's going on with you right now? Catch
Well,
people up.
you know, I retired 12 years ago.
Right.
But I still tour because I love music forever. But I wrote a cookbook.
A cookbook.
Yes.
You got to tell us about that.
Yes, it's called Things My Grandma Told Me, Things My Grandma Showed Me. I'm always twittering things my grandma told me, phrases.
Right.
But it's her recipes. It's some family recipes, some friends' recipes.
Okay.
And just, it's a memoir. You know, I start from as early as 5 years old.
Okay.
So when I did my first record in 92 to when I got with P in 94. You know, it just goes on and on and on up until the present day.
Okay.
But it's a really, really, really good read. Very juicy, kind of catty and gossipy because, you know, it's the years of me coming up from a teen, being a teen mom, you know, and
Right.
making that transformation into womanhood and learning how to cook.
Oh.
You know, because
see.
my grandmother said,
What your grandma say?
Coochie don't make him stay, it make him skeet. The way to his heart is not through your drawers. So,
I like her already. I like her already.
yeah, so
Okay.
I'm just trying to motivate sisters and brothers to get back in the kitchen and cook. You know, you'll spend $17 getting value meals and it'll run right through you.
Oh,
when you
yes.
can spend the same $17 and eat 2 days and feed 5 people, you know. So I'm just trying to get everybody into cooking again and getting in the kitchen and talking with the families because I noticed the generation after me, like my
Oh, yeah,
children,
right.
22 and 24.
Right.
There was a lot of stuff that happened in different cities, different communities.
Right.
Around the time, you know, 86 when crack hit.
Oh, yeah.
So generation after generation, you know, even myself, the parents get younger and younger.
Yes, they do.
We're less informed. The ones that's plagued by drugs, you know, you junked out, so you really don't have the time to talk to your little girls and your little boys.
Yes.
So I'm hoping with some of the wisdom that my grandmother passed on to us and me sharing some of the mistakes I made that, you know, people can really like just take control of their lives, get in the kitchen, don't be afraid to talk to your family and your friends, you know, create an open forum with good food, just bringing them back to the values that we all have.
Yeah, I remember
They've
that.
just been lost along the way because we got a lot of stuff
I was
going
just
on.
having this conversation with somebody not too long ago. It's just things have changed. People are so impersonal, and the family is so divided, and the kids just. I'm not even gonna talk about how the kids talk these days. We wouldn't use some of that language in front of adults. We'd be scared to.
We laugh because you know that another thing with texting and everything, texting, Twittering, Facebooking, we type in shorthand.
Right.
When I was in school, we used to write letters, business letters,
Right.
personal letters. Well, they don't do that in school anymore,
No,
and
there's
I
a lot, so much
noticed
they don't do anymore.
the kids, they spell like they see it, and if they ever really had to write something, it makes you wonder, you know, what it would be, you know, like WTF.
Yeah.
OMG, you know, writing you a letter like that.
yeah.
Where, you know, in school it was a little different. So I try to talk to younger people as much as I can because I have, you know, young adult
Yes.
children,
yes,
and
yes.
I just try to give them as much game as I can and share my experiences because one thing I learned from my grandmother, she wasn't afraid of who she was.
Yeah,
She
yes.
wasn't afraid of her past. She didn't get too holy where butter didn't melt in her mouth because that's what happens with a lot of older people too.
Yeah.
And instead of them just keeping it real and explaining to the, you know, young women and young men in their family or in their communities what not to do because I did it, they'll just say don't do it. But
Right.
we have to give them something extra
Right.
to make them understand why we don't want them to do certain things or why we want them to do, you know, stuff. So I'm just trying to run with that. You know, it's still going to be Mama Mia always.
Right, right.
And the cookbook is a how-to DVD. It's a book.
Okay.
And it's a CD because when I'm cooking, I'm always playing music.
Right.
So I never stopped writing music, you know, since the day I retired. Never
That's good.
stopped.
That is very good to
Never,
hear.
ever stopped. And I recorded a lot of songs, and I'm recording new songs. And I said, well, I'll just put this on a cookbook and give it to my fans as a gift so
Right.
they can still hear all of the stuff that they like from me as well as cook with me.
Right. So how do people get into follow you like on Twitter and all that, like on Facebook and all that?
On Twitter, I am the real Mia X, TheRealMiaX. I deleted my Facebook
Oh, you did?
because I had a personal one.
Uh-huh.
I had reached the max cap of friends, and I still was backed up 3,000 more. So I was like, well, if I'm just closed off to this certain amount of people, I can't talk to everybody.
Right.
So I exclusively just did Twitter because I can have as many people chat,
Right.
follow me, converse with me.
Right.
So I decided to do Twitter, and I like it. My fans, I share pictures with them. I share my children's pictures because I never let them see them when I was working. But
Right.
they're adults now, you know. So I let them see the kids and take pictures of my house, take pictures of my food, give
Yeah.
them grandmother quotes, make
Yes.
them laugh. Just Twitter me.
Okay. Thanks, Mia. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we're here in Pittsburgh. We are happy to see you on stage again.
I'm happy too. Me and Mystical gonna tear this thing up. Trust
All right.
me.
All right. Howie D Mac, World of Mac, Mia X, and we out.